Hello, friends, and welcome to the Sold Out Show, episode 16. My name is Space Apples. Here's where I talk about anything and everything. I hope you've had a good day or a night so far. Today, the date is 5/18/2025, and today, first, I would like to start off by saying that I'm sorry I did not have an episode last week. I think can't remember the reason. I don't even know what date it is today. It was the reason why I didn't was because it was Mother's Day, but so, the first thing on my list is, like, quite, out of the ordinary. Not really, like, anything that has to do with anything I just said, but, like, my cat very not really recently. Yeah, recently. Like, by recently, I mean, like, literally a few minutes ago and, like, yesterday. So, as I've mentioned before, I have this very thick, large, fat cat. Not really. She's very heavy, though. Um, she's quite a dense being, and, so she's been very snuggly recently, and yeah, I just like got back. Like I was up in my room basically all day bed rotting, and I was like working. I don't even know what on, but she was like snuggling with me, and I think it was like math homework. Yeah, it was some math homework, and because you know math homework over the weekend is amazing, and I love it so much, and I was procrastinating it, so I had to do it today. But she was laying with me while I did it, and oh yeah. So this morning, this cat, Finnica, she so we're like laying next to each other. She's laying next to me, and she like it's quiet, right? It's fairly quiet in my room, and all of a sudden she just farts really really loudly, and my room smells rancid. Um, she is not a very cat-like cat. She meows and barks. No, she barks and quacks. Of course she meows. She's a cat. I've mentioned that before. But I was talking about the cool math project. School. That's a school math project. That's fine. Um, so it's like this thing where you like I don't know make your dream house or whatever, and you like basically you have to make the blueprints of your dream house, and you can have however many like I don't know like however many square feet, but like it's really really cool, and I just finished working on that was the math homework, which I guess it didn't suck too bad over spring break, like or what weekend. I meant the weekend, not spring break. I don't know what that was, but um so yeah, and mine has like really cool. I really really like it as my future house. Basically, you could have done either your real house or like your dream house. And while don't get me wrong, I love my current house so much. It is actually the house that my mother grew up in. I think I've mentioned that. If I didn't, then I don't know what. But so I love it, but like my dream house, you know? And basically it's like pretty cool. It's a fairly large house, except the house on the blueprints is like much small because each we had to write it down on grid paper. So each like grid would be 1 square foot. Yeah. So it was pretty cool, yeah. And sorry I'm like swallowing so much. Actually that's a good transition. I have this coffee, and I love amaretto flavored coffee. It is so good. But I just get so confused with some flavors of coffee. Like I used to have this one flavor of coffee. I can't really remember. It was like oh, pumpkin spice. That's not what I was going to say. But pumpkin spice coffee is like underrated. I know like so many people will pick on people whenever they drink uh pumpkin spice coffee, but pumpkin spice coffee is so underrated. Like it's really fire, honestly. And I'm saying this with I actually have a cup of amaretto coffee right next to me. I freshly made it just for this episode. It's really warm still. It's not really warm, but a story, short little story. I was making myself a cup of hot cocoa because my stomach hurt, and I think the key to that was hot cocoa because hot cocoa fixes everything. Chalky milk actually fixes everything, but I didn't want because I was also really cold. So that's besides the point. So I have this Keurig and I make my hot cocoa in my Keurig and I have like those little coffee pods, right? So I freshly poured it. I even added some creamer into it to try to cool it down. I had this like steel spoon in there and steel conducts heat. So it was in there for a few minutes. It was like 5 minutes. And that's like usually not a lot, but with the steel spoon, the cold creamer and like letting it sit, I was like, "Oh, this should be cooled off by now." So I took a sip. I had a straw in it too. I don't think it was a steel spoon. I think it was a steel straw. Anyway, so I took a sip out of it. And it's like I couldn't swallow it because it was so hot. So it just kind of like marinated in my throat for a sec. And all the while, my parents, I'm like over at this different part of my kitchen counter. And I'm like bent over, like taking a sip because it was very full. So I didn't want to pick it up. And they're talking. And I'm struggling to like swallow it. And now looking back on it, it's kind of funny. It was like a week or two ago. I don't know. I think it was last week. It was last, I don't know. I have no idea. But it hurt really bad. And like my throat hurt for like a long time after that. Not a long time, obviously, because it doesn't hurt anymore. I'm saying this like it was a year or two ago. It was like last week. But it was like I don't know. Never drink like warm anything with a straw. I always do that. I have a so in the mornings it's either an energy like school mornings, it's either an energy drink, like an Alani. Alani's are fire. So a bunch of people in my school always pick on the girls for having Alani. I think wait, so they told me one of my friends from school was like, having Alani's will like stop you from being able to have kids. I was like, okay. They're cute, but I'm good, honestly. What? I'm looking at my search history. Y'all want a single base tab, Instagram, Snap, Roblox, drawing. Why did I search drawing? Oh, because I needed to make. I remember now. I needed to draw something to show. Anyway, um, but like Alani's, fire, honestly. Like the best ones, in my opinion, are like Hawaiian. So like the first best flavor is Hawaiian shaved ice, for sure. It kind of tastes like So drip drop are like these things whenever you have them. It might not have been drip drop, but I used to have them. My parents used to have them because yeah, and I would drink one occasionally too. And they had this pina colada flavor, and I said it tastes how my deodorant smells. I stand by it. I still use that deodorant. I love Native. What is it? Like I don't even know. It's a coconut vanilla something or other. It smells really good, and if it had a taste, it would taste like pina colada. How did I get here? Oh, yeah. The Alani. So the Alani kind of tastes like a bit of pina colada, which I'm here for that because that tastes really, really good. Um, and then it's so Hawaiian shaved ice, probably like pink slush. Then we got co- I don't know. Alani cosmic stardust. Fire flavor. Oh, sorry. Fire flavor. Flavor, honestly. They have. I'm sorry. Oh my god. 12, zero sugar, 12. Wait, 12. Is that a 12 pack of Alani? Oh my goodness, they come in all of the flavors. Oh, that's actually great so I could see all the flavors that I like. We got Cosmic Stardust is obviously one of the best ones. Cherry Twist. Oh wait, no. That's not the one I'm thinking of. Cherry Slush. Cherry Slush also is like really, really good. Hawaiian shaved ice. I already said that. I'm looking at these. Dreamflow. I don't think I've had that one. Juicy Peach is really good, except I've never been able to get the sticker off of it ever. Like there's supposed to be a sticker that you can peel off of it, but you can't. I don't know. I asked my friend. I was like, "Hey, have you ever been able to peel off the sticker on the I can't even remember it. The peach whatever. I just clicked out of the tab so I can't look at it." But she was like, "No, I always try. I did it once. I didn't actually pull it off, but I was trying to pull it off one time and it was like still in the bottle and then it was like almost all shooken up when I was trying to open it up. But anyway, it's either I think so we got Hawaiian shaved ice, uh like pink slush, I think is the flavor. Like cherry slush question mark? I think that's the flavor. And then is that only 3? Because I love so many of them. The peach one is also pretty good. Um, yeah, that's like basically it. Of like the flavors that are my favorite ones. The next thing on my list, I have my sleep schedule. So I wake up at like the booty cheek crack of dawn. Not really. The sun is like already up. The sun has been rising quite early. Not really, but early enough that it's already up by 5:45, which is around the time that my first alarm goes off. So I kind of become accustomed to my like not it's not really early waking up, but on the weekends it is. And it's been a problem for me because I've been waking up really early on the weekends. And last night, I think it was, is I woke up around I don't know, like 6:20 maybe? I don't know, 6:15, something like that. But so I went back to bed because I was like, it's way too early for this. And then I woke up, went back to bed, woke up, went back to bed, and something like that, something in that order. Can't remember however many times. But also, whenever I'm like just freshly woken up, I'm not really with it. So you could have a full conversation with me, and I will not remember it within like 10 minutes later. I woke up. I think it was like the last time that I woke up. Like it was when I actually woke up, and I grabbed my phone and I I opened it up, and so I opened it up and I was like, what was I gonna do? Because I remember I had my mind set on something and I couldn't remember it for the life of me. I think it was to check the weather. I could be wrong, but I think also where I am currently, it was like really nice last week. It was like I don't know, in the 60s, 70s. I think it even hit the 80s, but I could be wrong. I think the high on one of the day, I think it was on like a Tuesday last week. I think it was supposed to get up to 81. I don't think it did. I think it got up to like 79, which is still really warm. Like not really really warm, but it's like it was so nice. And now this week it's like I don't even know. It sucks. It's like so right now it's 46 degrees as I'm like recording this I think. Uh tomorrow it's going to be the high is going to be 46. Tuesday, high is going to be 50. Wednesday is not too bad. The high is going to be 53. I think that's the highs it's going to get all week. So that's kind of going to suck, but that's all right. Also, another thing with my like sleep schedule, the sun has been waking me up on the weekends, and like the light like sucks. So like speaking of lights, I went down. I didn't go down, but I was down in like I don't know, five. Oh, was it a Five Below? I'm pretty sure. We were down at a mall somewhere, and I got. I just want to add this in. I got a few new shirts. I got a System of a Down shirt, and I got a shirt that says "I'm simply just a girl," and it's really cute. And I wore it with like, it's pretty. It's fairly baggy, and I styled it really well. And I was really sad because today actually I was trying to find like a black bow that I don't know. I wouldn't say recently, but I got it. Like I haven't really worn it, but that's besides the point. So I wore it. I was gonna wear the black bow, but I couldn't find it, obviously. And it was like a baggy shirt, and I styled it with not a bunch of baggy jeans. I just styled it with baggy jeans, and I hate jeans with a passion, and I'm gonna stand by that. Except like if I'm wearing jeans, check my temperature, put an IV. Is that what? No, I don't know. make sure I'm not sick and run a few tests cuz I don't really like jeans. I don't think I look bad in them. I just don't like them. Anyway, I was going to say something about how I went to Five Below. So I got these new strip lights because I have these strip lights in my room, and I these ones are on my computer aren't even like, I don't know, they were really cool. They're really bright. I'm just staring at them right now. They're like they're red right now and they're really cool. They're RBG. Anyway, so the lights I got from Five Below are really cool, and I was like, "Oh my god," because I'm so hyped because I used to have these other LED lights, but they like I lost the remote. They still work just fine, just they don't work without the remote. And I got them so long ago that I can't remember what the brand was, as if I even look at the brand whenever I'm buying anything. Um so so I'm like so I got these new lights and I'm really happy. So we go home and I plugged them in and I'm like, oh, they don't work. So I bring them downstairs, plug them in downstairs, and I'm like, oh, they work here. So then I go through like all of the me and my dad actually do it too. We go through like the little strip light like remote, and the red doesn't work. So like the majority of all of the colors, the majority of the colors don't work, especially like the colors that I would like them set on. First one, being red itself, but red doesn't work, so that's a no go. It just is like, I don't even know. I think it just stayed green, which I don't know why it would do that. Because last time I checked, you don't make red with green, you just don't make red at all. But that's okay. But you couldn't use any of the colors. So right now they're back in a box. Uh put away, ready for they're back in their box, ready to like next time we go there to return them. But anyway, that's all for today. I hope you have a great week. Like the video if you like it, dislike it if you didn't. Just remember that you are special. I love you and see you next week. Bye.